will still be the same amount. This makes it much more difficult to efficiently divide incantations into clear subtypes, because it's not all too uncommon to be completely blind to a spell's hidden benefits when you have multiple incantations capable of fulfilling multiple roles. Incantation magic is pretty much indisputably the more diverse and all-encompassing half of Elden Ring's magic system, but incantations in a way can feel just as incredibly repetitive as its sorcery counterpart. As cool as I personally find the Dragon Communion incantations to be, it's hard to ignore that the majority of its library consists of pointing yourself in a single direction and breathing various substances down your enemy's throats. The setbacks that some spells are meant to counteract are almost never a consistent enough problem to warrant dedicating a spell slot to it, and if I'm being perfectly honest, we just do not need this many fucking healing spells. We just don't. Being able to grab Fortisax's Lightning Spear around mid-game from a boss fight that's regrettably as easy as dragon bosses come, combined with the fact that regular Ancient Lightning Spear won't be accessed until the game's penultimate domain, practically guarantees you either won't find it or won't use it. Sorceries aren't exactly immune to this treatment either, but we'll circle back to this in a few minutes. Sorceries have a total of 14 separate subtypes, or schools of magic, some of which are severely lacking in quantity, such as the Clayman, Aberrant, and Stone Digger sorceries, while others, like the Carian subtype, almost seem to have way too many. It's hard to tell where the divide should be properly drawn, because a couple subtypes can be argued as part of a more plentiful, more overarching class of magic, such as Loretta sorceries technically falling into the Carian division. This is important because sorceries like Adula's Moonblade share properties from both Carian and cold sorceries. It deals frostbite status, it gets boosted by the Carian Glintstone Staff, since it falls under the definition of a sword sorcery, and it flings forward an Ice Wave, which 1. Gives it significantly more range than other sword sorceries, and 2. Enables the full sorcery to potentially hit twice if an enemy is within close enough range. It's this combination of benefits that makes Adula's Moonblade an incredibly powerful spell choice with very few substitutes. Cold magic is typically favored because it's one of the only sorcery divisions that inflicts status, and it also helps that the cold subtype consists of 5 quality spells that are all very useful in tons of situations, albeit in different ways. Another of the strongest sorcery types would probably be gravity magic, which is also a school of 5 sorceries. Rock Sling, for instance, has long been a staple in most common sorcery builds. Dealing physical damage means its performance is never less than serviceable. The friendly stat requirements and FP consumption allow it to be picked up without too much hassle or preparation, and the above-average poise damage ensures that it has plenty of utility even in the late game. Gravity Well and Collapsing Stars allow enemies to be physically displaced and brought towards you, which gives it great synergy with melee sorceries, but with the right setup, they're capable of outpacing most other beginner sorceries in damage. And Meteorite